Here's a quick view of some things I've been adding to my little game. If you've seen on my blog or on YouTube, I was working on an MMO prototype. Recently I've taken to doing a little bit of art for it to fill it out. So not too much more stuff in the way of making it multiplayer, more just populating the world and making it interesting to look at. There's now our procedurally generated characters. Here are some of them. You get to play as one when you connect. It's just the server randomly rolls you a character, and I'm going to use this just because it's there's a lot of different characters. I'm going to use them for NPCs too. Here are some other ones. They're all just a little different. These particular pictures are showing a different hair in each character, and then their skin and their clothes is random. In any case, let's open the game and we'll get a new character right away. So here's what the game looks like now. It's got textures, but there's nothing really in the game world. Just the ground textures. I did these little border transitions. Look like grass, look like dirt. When we hit I've only drawn a few of them, and there's a lot more terrain types than I've done drawings for yet. So if we hit a terrain type which it doesn't know about, it'll just go back to drawing blocks. So in this case I'm walking on water or shallow water, and it's just going to draw it as blue. But for the ones I've drawn, it puts them in, and for the rest it just draws solid colors. So we'll go over here to where there's a darker green, which is also just ends up as blocks. In any case, let me open a couple windows here so you can see that it remains multiplayer, and that the animations for both yourself and other characters work pretty well. So here we got two windows. You'll see a lot of pink because I color everything pink if I haven't done any art for it yet, or if there's a bug, and there are a lot of situations, both of those situations, a lot of bugs and a lot of missing pieces of artwork. So right where you start, the whole world is pink up to the north. I think that's probably some bug I have to fix, having to do negative numbers, but it doesn't matter now. We can just go south. The world's practically infinite, and it'll work fine down here. So here you can see on both screens, I'm controlling the guy on the right, that they have a pretty similar experience. This has to do with all those other videos I made, trying to get entity interpolation and client-side prediction, all that netcode related stuff working. So it works well, and it works with these new animations and these new little characters. We can connect several of them too. I'll just connect a few more, even though there's nothing too special to happen. We'll get a randomly generated guy. We can run him down to everybody else. There's a little bit of lag right when you encounter a new character. That has to do with me generating the art assets for them, like right when you contact them. There's a way to make browsers multi-threaded, and when I work on that, there will be no lag whatsoever for seeing new characters. But for now, it's in there. It's about half second to a second, depending how bogged down your computer is. The other thing I've been working on to speed things up is I've made a tool which lets me see the state of the server. So in this screen here, we have the entirety of the server's world, and there's little red dots for these characters. In this case, everyone's standing next to each other. I'll grab one and I'll move them away. You can see them move in the view of the server as well. So the world's huge, and it would take forever to get anywhere, but there they are, and they're moving. This server tool doesn't have too much to it. You can drag the world around. It's laggy because it's got no kind of optimization code in here. It's really trying to draw, like, who knows, thousands and thousands and thousands of tiles. But you can drag around, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, and I've had a good time using it just so I can see things on the server, because otherwise the server is sort of a black box. But now I can, I have a visual tool to go with it, which helps me program. I'm also going to use it for adding NPCs, which is what I'm going to do next. I was hoping to even make it so that I can add NPCs from this tool. Just maybe I'd make a little some icons, put them up here for different kinds of creatures I've made. Maybe I could drag them down and drop them right on a player. That way I can interact with them quickly. I don't have to restart the server or change the code or anything like that. In any case, that's all new stuff I've got so far for this. NPCs next, maybe combat next. After that, I want to add some trees, some rocks, something to make this more exciting. I like the terrain as it is, but as it is now, it's still just a flat world. I have put in a combat animation, which I'll show you. You'll see my guy turn mostly pink though, because I haven't drawn his clothing and all the varying frames that it needs to be in to show the animation, so it'll get replaced with pink. But here he is swinging a sword downwards. The sword is not actually supposed to be part of the animation either. I just left it in there for a visual cue, but I'm gonna use this generically for all the weapons to start out. So where you see a sword now is actually going to be copied and pasted, whatever, an axe, a pickaxe, anything. And his body turns pink because that clothing isn't drawn in that angle yet. But here are some of those animations, and hopefully it won't be too hard, but we'll see. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.